Okay, so the next topic we have here is talking about Listing Mirror. So what Listing Mirror? It's a specific website, yeah. So to explain what Listing Mirror does, it's just a multi-channel fulfillment software. So if you want to have your items listed on, say you have stuff you have on Amazon to be on eBay or Jet or Walmart or any other platform, this is one of the tools that will do that. Another tool is Joe Lister, but I've heard from a lot of our clients that they're not happy with Joe Lister. It's buggy, it doesn't work well. And we ran into Listing Mirror recently, and we've been using it for the past 2 months or so, and it's been pretty good to us. The pros to it is that it's pretty easy to use. It's pretty user friendly. Their support staff is very good. Anytime you have a question, you have a little chat on the bottom. Hold on, let me just move my thing out of the way. You have a chat that you can speak with them at any time, and every single rep I've talked to has been pretty knowledgeable and was able to answer our questions, and they can help you set anything up that you are having issues with. So what do they have to offer? Well, the biggest thing in my opinion is that you can have your FBA listings on different platforms. So we can do that through the different channel integrations. So we go to the integrations page. You can list your products on Jet, eBay, Walmart, on Shopify websites, Etsy, BigCommerce, Overstock, and Walmart. And you can just link pretty much all of them together pretty seamlessly. It's just you want to make sure you're doing it right. So if you're going to do it, go through with them step by step so you make sure everything is set up in the right method. Because if there may be an issue where you just didn't click the right button, so it's not integrating well, but then it's just a matter of just enabling that option, and then it works smoothly. So we have currently our Amazon listings go to eBay and also go to Jet. So and anytime an item sells on any of those platforms, the inventory stays synced so that it'll subtract it from both sides. Now there is a small delay between the communication, so there may be instances where you'll get a sale on both platforms simultaneously, in which case you'll have to speak to the customers and try not to cancel them, but have them cancel the order. Because if you cancel orders on Amazon or eBay or any of your platforms, that hurts your metrics. So you don't want to have any canceled orders. What you want to do is talk to the customer and see if explain to them, hey, there is an error with this. If you don't mind just canceling the order on your side, you can work with them directly and figure something out in that sense. But you never want to cancel order yourself because that hurts your metrics completely. So you can integrate with all these different platforms. And on top of that, you can even have shipping integrations. So let's say you are doing merchant fulfilled listings on eBay and you are doing merchant fulfilled, so not through FBA. You can have your listings also merchant fulfilled within Amazon, eBay, and all these platforms. And ShipStation, I know, is a good tool that consolidates all orders together from all these platforms as well. So you can integrate them that way. So you just go to that one location, ShipStation, you have an order, you print out the labels, mark it as shipped, and it communicates with the software, which communicates to everywhere else. And then everything kind of works smoothly as well. So it can be pretty good for that. And again, I really highly recommend going to their support staff if you were going to use it, if you want to have some different platform. And the reason why this isn't even a topic now is because of going back to long-term storage, because there's going to be so much more strict rules regarding how Amazon is charging you. You want to have your inventory on as many platforms as possible, and you also want to have another method to sell them in case they are not selling with FBA. So at least this will give an easier method for managing those listings in one location rather than listing them individually, keeping track of all the quantities on each individual platform. Yeah.
ShipStation for what?
ShipStation, yeah, ShipStation is a different software that, I'll show ShipStation really quickly. Yeah, it's a website, but yeah, what they do is they handle all shipping regarding merchant fulfilled listings. So if you haven't, it's strictly for merchant fulfilled because FBA handles everything else themselves. Fulfilled by Amazon, it's FBA. So Amazon will, if you're sending, the way FBA works is that you MF, yeah. So you can see the way ShipStation works is that you can print out your labels and create your shipments or generate your shipment labels and all that information, all that stuff on this website instead of going through Amazon or eBay or Jet or this other thing. It's just all integrated here. Listing Mirror will just put them all together and actually list the inventory. ShipStation doesn't list the inventory. It just gathers all the tracking and shipping information for you. So one other thing that's good about Listing Mirror is that if you go to the order section, you can break it down by orders within the different platforms. So since we're mainly using Listing Mirror to take our FBA inventory and put it to eBay, I want to look at our eBay orders. So if I go and click on our eBay orders, this will load in the orders by date. You can click on details to see more details. But basically, the way we have our setup is anything that has a SKU, or in this case is the ASIN, is our FBA inventory. So we see here the breakdown of our FBA sales versus our organic merchant fulfilled sales on eBay. So anything that's done here gets fulfilled through ShipStation. Anything that's here with this SKU gets fulfilled automatically by Listing Mirror. So that takes our order and creates it in Amazon, and Amazon ships to the customer on eBay. If there's any errors, you can always, again, reach out to the support, and they can help walk you through something. Now, like I was saying before, if there's an instance where something sells simultaneously on both platforms, like let's say this item sold on Amazon.com as well as eBay at the same time, Amazon will likely fulfill the order quicker because it was on their platform, which means that this will be out of stock if you only had one unit in stock, which means that you cannot fulfill the order. So I actually have an example of that happening. So this is an older order. What happened? If I click fill manually, it'll tell me unable to find FBA inventory for that order. That means that inventory was either out of stock on Amazon and they couldn't fulfill the order, which means that you have to now reach out to the customer on eBay and say, hey, there's an error with this, and then reach out to them and discuss with them, because if you just cancel the order, again, that'll hurt your metrics on the platform. So that does happen sometimes. No software is perfect with this kind of stuff, but it certainly makes it a lot easier to manage your listings and manage your multi-channel fulfillment. I'm trying to think what else I can talk about, because there's not much more to the software outside of like going through their training and this and that. I mean, they have reports on sales. You can manage pricing. I don't recommend managing pricing with it, because I would recommend, if anything, doing a third-party repricer for your Amazon listings, and then that'll connect with your eBay if they're synced. So the prices will always stay synced in that sense, because the software is not really built for pricing. And one thing I forgot to mention is when you integrate the listings initially, there may be some errors, because sometimes when you grab something from Amazon, put it to eBay, there may be pieces of information that are missing. So if you go to listings initially, you can search for, I'll do advanced search rather, any warnings or errors or incomplete listings. And if you look at, let's just say, incomplete listings, I don't think we have any right now. Oh, we have some. These incomplete listings just means there's like one piece of information missing on eBay. So you can go to the listing on eBay and just change the information. They'll tell you what the error is. It says edit on eBay even. You can create on that. Oh. It's a good question. The price of the software, it varies based on how many units you're using. So right now we have up to 10,000 units. We're paying $250 a month. And let me log in an incognito window just so you can see. Listing there, yeah. And I have to log into view prices. I remember when we're signing up there's a slider. Yeah, you have to log in first and create an account to see their prices. You can drag this left and right to see what the billing will be per month based on your SKU level. It's not telling me exactly what that breakdown is, but we're paying $250 for up to 10,000 listings. No, it integrates with all of them. It's just based on a number of SKUs. Yeah, it doesn't break down the pricing. Let me do a Google search. Well, when we signed up, we had about 10,000 listings on Amazon, so we want to use it for all of them. Okay, so their starting price is $41 a month, and then it tiers upward when you have more SKUs, and you can upgrade your plan at any time and change it. So we're pretty happy with it for the time being. Well, we only use one of them because having more than one would just interfere with each other. Other people use Joe Lister. There's a few other ones out there, but Channel Advisor Sam used it way back, like before I even started with him. He said he hated it; it was terrible. He highly does not recommend it. Don't use Channel Advisor. Sam just says it's terrible. I personally never used it, but he had the worst experience with it, and he's talked to many people who did not like it. I can't say it's the best, but we're happy with it. We like using it. It's easy to use. There may be better ones out there, but like I said before, these guys have good support staff. The software is easy to use, and they do exactly what we need them to do, and they charge based on your SKU level. I remember I had an article that compared a bunch of them, Actually might have been on Listing Mirror's page. Like they were showing their prices against the other products. Yeah, compare. Yeah, here. Perfect example. Joe Lister, their starter package is $29 a month. Listing Mirror is $41 a month, but you get all these other perks that Joe Lister does not give. Whether you may not use all of these, but they have a lot more to offer. And there's Geek Seller. They charge 1% of sales. They take percentage of revenue, so you don't want to do that. Ecom Dash, starting $60, a higher price. They do a lot of the same things, but they don't have some of these perks here. Then we have Sellbrite. Sellbrite, I've heard good things about Sellbrite. I haven't personally used it, but I know people are happy with it. So that's another one to look into. They have up to two channels, whereas Listing Mirror has unlimited. So if you have more than two, you probably want to use Listing Mirror. And then let's see, Stitch Labs. I haven't heard of Stitch Labs, but that's a ridiculously high starting price. And then Channel Advisor, $1,500 a month, 12 months yeah, and Channel Advisor just is not too great. Plus, even here it shows what they integrate with. They all have the same thing. These no Groupon yet for Listing Mirror, but this looks like that's integrated finally. But yeah, so I would say to do your research, look into it. It seems like we like Listing Mirror. There could be other ones out there. Clearly, they're doing the research, and these are the top competitors. And it looks like they have kind of an edge on them. So Joe Lister is just Amazon, eBay. This has eBay, Etsy, Shopify, Walmart, Jet, and these other platforms too. You can request a demo. Yeah. Any questions regarding this? Because I don't want to dive too deep in using it because it's not going to matter unless you guys are going to use it. And if people are using it already, I honestly recommend their help staff because every time I had a question, they answered it very quickly, and they're on the clock pretty much all the time. Well, I don't know about they're on 24/7, but yeah, because having the software list automatically from your Amazon account to the other platforms, it's just another place that they can sell. And once they do sell, it pushes it to Amazon so that Amazon will fulfill the order. So you don't have to worry about that. It'll create a multi-channel fulfillment order within Seller Central on your back-end account, so then you don't have to do anything unless there's an error. So you want to check on the software, but you don't have to check on each individual order all the time. Well, the way it works is it'll create a fulfillment order. So the way fulfillment orders work, hold on one second. Here's a good example. This LM order, this came from eBay. And I know that because LM is Listing Mirror. They're pushing the order to Amazon and breaks down all the information for it. So they'll push the order through. Now, since it didn't sell on Amazon's platform, it's not going to be they're not going to be charged. You're not going to be charged a 15% commission, but they may still charge. This order is still shipping, so I don't see all the details. So I'll have to see whether or not it still charges you, but you're getting paid from eBay in that sense. So you're paying eBay fees. Amazon is just fulfilling the order, and there may be a small fulfillment fee associated with it, but I have to check on an order that exists beforehand.
But they don't have the 50%.
Correct, because it didn't sell on Amazon.com. Amazon's not taking that out.
You basically do it big business. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
They charge the cheap.
Let me check on an order to see. I'm fairly certain they don't because eBay has that built in, and that's all based on the integrations. Here's one that was shipped. Oh, this is expedited, so it may have extra to it, but it even shows the tracking details here. I would have to see this order on eBay. It doesn't seem like they charge anything to you because anything that's sales channel is not Amazon. So they're just holding the inventory and they'll just ship it out. But it doesn't look like they're charging. I could be mistaken on that. I'm not managing this account, well, the eBay account, but I'm fairly certain that they don't charge you anything for it. Well, yeah, they may charge eBay. If anything. Let me confirm this. I just glad I want to give the wrong information. Here we go. Fulfillment fees for multi-channel fulfillment orders. Here we go. This is exactly what we need. So for any multi-channel fulfillment orders, the fees are broken down as follows. Yeah, because they still have to pick and pack and ship it to the customer. So they're going to still charge that fee. but they're not going to charge the commission. They're not going to charge you 15% or 17% off the sell price because it didn't sell on Amazon. They will charge the fulfillment fees. I would need to check if you're paying that fee twice because with eBay, there is the eBay commission and eBay fees. That's a certain percentage, but I'm not 100% certain what that is. So I'll have to double check with that. I doubt it's double fees. There may be some workaround with it. I'll have to look into it and get back to you. If I'm being honest, like I just don't want to give out wrong information. Here, manage inventory. No, yeah, that's totally fine. Here's like just a help page. I'll have to dive in further for it because it looks like there may be an answer within these articles. Yeah, we'll have to get back today on that. Also, I mean, if anything, you can reach out to the listing mirror to see how that integrates because they'll definitely be well versed in who gets charged what and how much you get charged. Because it makes sense Amazon will charge you because they still have to pick and pack and ship to the customer, so they'll charge that fee for the labor. But since eBay's not doing that and you're not shipping with eBay, that's pretty much the same thing as you merchant filling to the customer charging your own shipping. So you can kind of chop it up to the shipping cost.